Welcome to my channel Living Linux. When I had a quick look at Oumi, which is a fully open large language model, someone in the comments asked me to have a look at AI2. And AI2, you could say, is short for Allen Institute AI. So perhaps the name Allen, last name Allen, rings a bell with some people. And that's no surprise because this institute was founded by Paul Allen, one of the co-founders of Microsoft. So AI2, it's a fully open model, and OLMo stands for Open Language Model. And so they do not just share the model itself, but also all the data you need to train it and those kind of things. So yeah, it's supposed to be a completely open model. Now the only thing that I'm personally not that happy about is that the model itself is fully open, but if you try to be as open as possible, I would say you also try to reach as many people as possible. And it is possible to run it on a mobile device, but only on iOS. And yeah, I'm not a fan of Apple because in my opinion, Apple is not really an open source champion. Yes, they are involved in a couple of open source projects, but yeah, in my opinion, that's really like the exception of the work that Apple does. I mean, of course, you could say that we can be happy about the things that they do contribute in the open source community, but like I said, it's in my opinion not one of the champions of open source. So yeah, from that perspective, I'm probably never will buy an Apple product. And yeah, coming back to AI2, I would love to see that they also release it for Android, because as I say, when you want to be truly open, then in my opinion you also want to reach as many people as possible. But yeah, a little bit of a personal rant. But other than that, yeah, I think it's really a good thing that the model itself is fully open. Now, it's possible to run OLMo 2 with Llama, but they also uploaded their models to Hugging Face, and I was surprised that they also have it in GGUF format. So that means that you can run it with Llama.cpp. And if you go to the files and versions, then they also have quantized models, so they are smaller and should also be faster. But for this video I went with the full model, and yeah, it works with Llama.cpp, although I did run into an issue because I've been a little bit lazy, so I haven't, or I hadn't updated Llama.cpp for quite a while, and yeah, as you can see here, then you might run into an error. So yeah, just get the latest version, and then, well, at least for me, it worked. Yeah, I also did a benchmark, and then I compared it with DeepSeek R1, 32 billion parameter file. So similar to OLMo 2, also 32 billion parameter file. And well, first I ran DeepSeek R1, and then I got 51 tokens per second for PP512, 2.34 for TG128. And then I ran the benchmark for OLMo 2, and then it was a bit slower, although the TG128 is, well, perhaps a little bit faster, but yeah, that might fall into the margin of error. But I was a bit surprised that, yeah, it looked as if it was a bit slower. But then I tried it again, and I have the suspicion that the first time I ran it, that the computer was at a, or the CPU was at a relatively low temperature. And then once it was like at the operating temperature, that it will hit thermal throttling. Not that much, because yeah, the difference is not that big. But yeah, I guess if I have better cooling for my AMD 8845HS, then perhaps I can have continuously 51 tokens per second. But let's just say when we hit operating temperature, then it's around 48. And also that it doesn't really look like that the different types of models really have a big difference in performance, and that it's mainly if it's quantized or not and the amount of parameters. Now, if we try something, well, I just asked it before, but now let's do something different first. So how many R's in strawberry? Well, that's a little bit disappointing. And let's see. If I say no, there are 3 R's in strawberry. Well, at least it accepts the correction. And then, yeah, just for a general feel of the speed, so, and as you can see, I'm running with the Vulkan version of Llama.cpp. And then also you can see that the CPU load is, well, almost negligible. So I'm running mainly on the iGPU of the AMD 8845HS. So just to have a little bit of a feeling on the performance, I'm just letting it run. Personally, I'd say, yeah, don't go for the full model of, let's see again, 34 gigabytes, but just take one of the quantized ones. Should give you some better performance. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, it's not very fast either. So but it's good to see that although Paul Allen passed away, but yeah, that at least also Paul Allen made the change from closed source to open source, and hopefully that will benefit a lot of people. So from that perspective, that there were also some good things that came out of Microsoft, although yeah, this is not really part of Microsoft, but Paul Allen made a lot of money from Microsoft, and now we can benefit from that money because they are releasing things in the open source community. So that, I think, is a good thing. So I think that this one, perhaps a couple of more things, but this should go towards the end. And perhaps I'll try to have a look if I can run one of these smaller models with Pocket Pal AI, who knows? And then, yeah, then you don't need to wait for the Android version from Ai2. And yeah, I'm not really sure what the strength is of this model. And I mean, like, yeah, the how many R's in strawberry, that's yeah, sort of turned into more like a meme than that it really shows the capabilities of this model. But yeah, I haven't really done a lot of research with the LLMs, and I hope I will have some more time somewhere in the future to go a little bit deeper. Well, this one finished, so yeah, I'm happy that the Allen Institute released a fully open model. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.